everyone, this is Robyn. Welcome to mypinkstamper.com. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're going to go ahead and jump right in and get started with today's project. I am going to be spotlighting the Shark Frenzy stamp set and the coordinating shark dies that's in our brand new 2021 mini catalog. And you can find it on page 46 if you have a catalog with you, or you can find the PDF below in the description box and directly on my blog, mypinkstamper.com. Okay, so this card is so super adorable, and I thought it'd be fun to make a pink shark with some fun silver and black. It's one of my favorite color combinations. And I'm going to show you, if you're new to stamping or card making, I'll walk you through and show you how easy it is. This card is made for anyone on any level of whatever experience you have with crafting. This is from beginner all the way to advanced. Everybody likes a fun little card to break it up, right? Okay, and hopefully it'll bring a smile to your day. So we will be using the stamps. I'm just going to use the little baby shark, and then I'm also using the I love you, and then I'm going to say baby. I love you, baby. Isn't that a cute card to give to somebody? So we'll start with our stamping, and I'm going to pull out a little piece of our Whisper White cardstock. This has replaced our, did I say Whisper White? Basic White. This has replaced our Whisper White cardstock. So since I'm using our photopolymer stamps and I want it to be a nice solid image, I'm going to use our foam mat. This is our Stamparatus foam mat, or you can use a pad of paper, or if you have a mouse pad, that will work as well. And I'm going to be stamping the line first. So I'm going to be using our Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. And I like to start with the outline. Some of you might like to start with the solid portion first. I find it's easier to line it up when I have an outline to work with. Okay, so we'll be using this a little bit later. Now I'm pulling out Magenta Madness, the fun, bright pink classic ink pad that we have. And I'm just going to simply ink this up. I just stamp it on the foam, and then I lift it up and I turn it a little bit. I just want to make sure that I have a solid coverage. And then I will line it up as best as I can from my angle. Press it down and lift it up. Isn't that adorable? I'm dying because it's so stinking cute. I love this card so much. So let's see what we're going to do next. We're going to go ahead and pull out, I'm pulling out my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, because we're going to be doing just that. We're going to be cutting, and then we're going to be embossing in just a little bit. So we'll start with this, and I'm going to put this on here. I'll just do this one first. We're going to be cutting two separate, actually 3 images. I am going to just put the little shark die around the shark. I'm just going to frame it. Now, when you purchase the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, if you don't have a die cut machine yet, it does come with all these plates, so you don't have to purchase them separately. All right, I'm gonna run that, or take that out, and we've got the cute little shark. It's so cute. Okay, so now I'll set that aside for my scraps. And I'm going to grab a piece of our Coastal Cabana cardstock. Now I cut this at 2 inches by 3 3/4. All right, now I'm going to take this cute little wave die, and I'm going to add it across, make sure that it's even. And then I'm also going to take a little piece of silver foil, and I'm going to take the cute little tie. It's actually a bow tie and a necktie on the same die, and don't lose it because it's super teeny tiny. And I'm going to add that right here. That's why it's so important to keep all of your scraps for your foil, because you never know when you need a super tiny piece. Okay, I'm just going to run that through and bring this around. It sounds like I dropped the die already. I'm going to grab that really quick. Where did it go? There it is. And I'll put this away before I lose it. Don't want to lose that. Okay, so now we have our wave, and I'll just set this aside over here. And I have my cute little tie as well, and I'm going to go ahead, and while I have the tie, I'm going to go ahead and just add it to my little shark piece. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to take some of our multi-purpose glue, and I'll just go ahead and add a dot right where I want the tie. And then I'm going to take the tie, and I'm going to be super duper careful because it's teeny tiny. And now I can take your pick tool, and I can take the sticky end, the little putty end, and I can add that onto my shark right here. Just press it down. There we go. And I have that. Now while I have the take your pick tool out, I'm going to go ahead and turn this over, and I'm going to use our rhinestones. I'm going to scoop one up. This is the spatula tip. And now I have my shark, my cute little shark. And I'll set that aside as well. Now while we have our cutter out, our die cutting machine, I'm going to be switching gears, and I'm going to just use the platform number 1. And I'm going to take a piece of our silver foil at 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to grab the painted texture embossing folder. This is brand new from our 2021 mini catalog as well. I'll just throw that in there. Now I'm going to be using the specialty plate that comes also with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And I'll set this aside. And now we can start putting the adorable card together. It's so cute! I love it so much. I want to make one for everyone in my life because it's just really that adorable. All right, we have one more tool we're going to use before we put this together. I'm going to grab a piece of our basic black. This is just a scrap piece of basic black cardstock. And I'm going to grab our 2-inch circle punch. And I'm just going to punch out a circle. Okay, now I will take, this is my card base. This is a piece of our Magenta Madness cardstock. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches, so you can get 2 sheets or 2 cards from one piece of cardstock. And I'm just going to fold this in half. You can also score it if you want to get a nice and tight crease. Mine's a little bumpy because I didn't score it first. But I'll just turn it over and nobody will ever know. So now I'm going to take a piece of our black again. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to be layering this on there, but first I want to add some adhesive to the back of this. This is that piece that we just did the border on. And I'm going to have this beef, actually. I should have stamped it first, but that's okay. We're going to take the I Love You Baby, and I'm going to ink it up really good because I have to push a little firmer because it's not as flat as I would like because it's on the embossed silver. Okay, I Love You Baby. Now it's easier if you do that before you add it, but you'll live and you'll learn. Now I'll turn this piece over and I'll add adhesive to all 4 sides just because we did use the embossing folder, and I'm using the Seal Plus adhesive. We have a brand new Seal, and then we have the Seal Plus, and I prefer the Seal Plus. It's my favorite. It's a little more stickier than our other. Okay, so I'm going to just keep adding my adhesive to the back and layering this. Make sure it wasn't upside down. And now I'm going to turn my shark over, and I'm going to grab some of our dimensionals. These are just our regular Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm just going to add one in the center. I think that's plenty for this size, and I'll put the shark right here. Just makes it pop. And I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to add 3 to the back of the circle. And now we have our beautiful card with our shark on it. I love you, baby. So there you go. So if you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. I love to hear from you and what you thought of my project. I will see you over on my website, mypinkstamper.com. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.